What's up guys, Samsung has just announced the Galaxy Note 4, the Galaxy Note Edge, Galaxy VR, and the Galaxy Gear S. Today at IFA in Berlin as well as in New York City with a simultaneous announcement. Alright, so let me get to the Note 4 specs. It has a 5.7 inch Quad HD display, which is 2560 by 1440 with a pixel density of 500 and something ppi. I don't remember the number right now off the top of my head, but it's Quad HD, it's Super AMOLED as well, so it's going to be better than the LG G3's LCD display as well as the Oppo Find 7's LCD display. And it's also bigger, it's 5.7 inches. They kept it the same size as last year's Note because I think if we keep going a little bit bigger, it'll fall into the Galaxy Mega line, and I don't think they want that to happen. So I think for now on they're probably going to keep it at 5.7, maybe 5.71, 5.72 inches next year. So we'll see how that goes. It also is rocking a quad-core Snapdragon 805 processor clocked in at 2.7 gigahertz in select regions, and in other regions it's going to have an octa-core processor, which is Samsung's own Exynos. So depending on where you live, you'll either get the octa-core version, which is clocked in at like 1.5 gigahertz for 4 cores and 1.3 gigahertz for the other 4 cores. So if that's one region, and the other one's the Snapdragon with the 805 with the Adreno 420 GPU. So you're gonna get massive power. This is a beast, and you'll probably find this phone really enjoyable because the Galaxy Note line has been very popular over the past 4 years that it's been out now, and every year it gets better and better. Now it also has a fingerprint scanner, which Samsung really didn't talk about today. I don't know why, maybe it just wasn't a big feature, as well as a heart rate sensor from the Galaxy S5. So it's gonna come back with those features. They're probably improved, especially that fingerprint sensor, because we know a lot of people have had problems with them. So hopefully it's better and improved. And this has no waterproof ability like the S5. This is not IP67 certified because the ports are all opened. There's no little plate on the bottom for the micro USB, which is micro USB 2.0 as well. I'll get back to that in a second. So no waterproof, which is not really a big deal breaker because I don't really, up until this year or last year, past couple of years, I haven't seen really many waterproof phones, and that's not really a big deal because we've had phones for the past 10, 20, 30 years and none of them have been waterproof, and nobody seems to really care much enough for it to start a big movement. So I don't really care if it's waterproof or not. I'm still going to take care of my phones and not put them in water. So yeah. Now back to the micro USB. Last year's Galaxy Note 3 had a US micro USB 3.0 on the bottom, and this year they moved it back to a 2.0. The reason is that, according to Samsung, is because not many people were using the micro USB 3.0, so it was actually like a waste of money and a waste of space to actually include that bigger USB cable, to include the special not proprietary, but the special cable that had to come with it. So it doesn't really make sense to put it in if nobody was going to use it. Just like if it was like a 4K TV, not many people are buying them yet because they're still too expensive, so there's no point in making too many, right? So yeah, it's micro USB 2.0. But the thing is, Samsung said that their phone will charge from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes, which is crazy considering it's a micro USB 2.0, and also considering that the battery is bigger than last year's Galaxy Note 3. It's 3,220 milliamps compared to last year's 3,200 milliamps. So it's only gone up 20 milliamps, but Samsung said that the battery life is considerably better than last year's Note, especially with that Quad HD display and beefier processor. The battery life is still better. Now this is rocking a customized version of Android 4.4 KitKat, which is TouchWiz, of course. If you know Samsung, you know everything they do is TouchWiz. It's their baby. So it's going to be running TouchWiz. Hopefully it's going to be updated to Android L very soon as Android L is released to the public, because to take advantage of the processing package and screen and the battery life, have even more battery life, so that'd be great. Alright, let's see, what else am I missing? Battery, it's removable back, so you can put an SD card up to 64 gigabytes. Oddly enough, it's not supporting 128 gigabytes, but I think it might. But they just said 64 gigabytes, which is really weird considering Samsung's puts every feature on their flagship, and I don't know why they would just exclude the 128 gigabyte SD card thing. I don't know, maybe it'll be fixed in a software update. But as far as right now, it's just 64 gigabytes. Hopefully some people test it out with their 128 gigs SD card and see if it works. It has 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes of internal storage, as well as the removable backplate, like I just said. It has a faux leather stitching. No, it doesn't. It has the leather back. It's still made out of plastic, but it's no longer it has the stitching on the sides like on the Note 3. So it's still like a leather looking design on the back, but no more stitching. I don't know why they did that, just design choice. Now for the big news of the day for the Note 4 was that it has the chamfered metal edges all over the device. Finally, they're using metal. Finally, Samsung, it took them a few years, but I think the people finally got to them. They are now using metal on the sides of the device, just like in the Galaxy Alpha. It's not the entire device that's metal like the HTC One M8 or the iPhone 5S. It's just around the sides, hey, but it still feels good. I've been hearing a lot of reports that it feels great in the hand, it looks premium, it feels really amazing, because if you're paying $600, $700, $800 for a device, you want it to at least feel premium and not like a plastic toy like the previous phones from Samsung. So yeah, I think that's it. Now for the Note Edge, it has like a little strip on the side which it bends a little bit to show you like notifications, like a ticker. That's basically the only difference from the Note 4 and the Note Edge. I don't know specs wise yet, but it should have about the same specs, and that's really the only difference, just that little edge on the side to show you some more notifications. Now for the Gear VR, it's basically a virtual reality Oculus Rift looking thing that you put your Note 4 into, and you just stick it on your face and it's virtual reality from there. So it's not like it's not like a device, it's just like a holder for your phone with like lenses inside, so you can just look around and just explore stuff with it, which we'll get more details along the way. Now for the Gear S, Galaxy Gear S, it's a Tizen based smartwatch with 3G radio, so you can put a micro SIM, I think. You can put a SIM card in there, it'll get 3G, so now you don't have to connect it to your phone. If you're away and you left it at home, you can still get your phone calls, your messages, everything. So that's a great feature. It's a 2-inch Super AMOLED display with a lot of stuff in it. For a little watch, it has a lot of stuff. 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of internal storage. All the basic smartwatch things, but it's running Samsung's Tizen, it's not running Android Wear. So that's interesting to see from Samsung. So we'll see how all this plays out in a few coming days or weeks, because the Note 4 is supposed to be released in October. They didn't give out a specific date or specific pricing details, which is, it's normal. It was just the first day it was announced today. But hopefully we'll be seeing it around $299, just like last year's Galaxy Note 3 under contract, and probably $600-700 off contract. It'll be coming to all the major carriers, of course, in the USA. I don't know about the rest of the world, but it should be coming to most of them, just like every other major Samsung device. As for the Note Edge, that's only going to be here in select markets, so I know it's coming So AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint, they just announced it, that the Note Edge will be coming to them. As for the rest of the world, it'll probably just be in a few countries, since they have to make space to manufacture the Note 4, as well as, you know, the VR, the Gear S. So we haven't seen any release dates for the Gear VR or for the Gear S yet, but that'll be coming in the few next weeks that Samsung starts talking more. Alright, well, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. My name's Alan. As always, thanks for watching.